What if I told you that everyday humanity collectively spends 1 billion hours watching YouTube? That's more than 114,000 a year in just 24 hours. YouTube is always on, from living room to lunch break, from cleaning dishes to bedtime routines. But here's the real question. Are we watching YouTube or is YouTube watching us? How does YouTube know you are watching from the living room, the kitchen or even the bathroom? And more importantly, what's the cost of all this screen time on our lives, mind and society? Imagine this, a teenager scroll through YouTube learning how to get rich quick, fearing AI will take all the job. Fast forward, he now stuck in debt, turning to TikTok for crowdfunding to pay off medical bills. Across the world, practices are replacing humans with robots, and social media algorithms are locking kids into endless cycles of shorts and TikToks. We are living in an age where our Stone Age brains are being overwhelmed by a high-tech data stream. Can our minds even process this avalanche of information, or are we becoming prisoners of endless scrolling? Let's dig deeper into the billion-hour problem and uncover what's happening behind these jaw-dropping numbers.
So many of us, myself included, keep it real, have spent too much time this past year in the digital space.
Did you know we would need over 80 years of non-stop watching to just catch up with one day's worth of uploads on YouTube? The creator uploads 720,000 hours of videos daily with 500 hours of video upload per minute, while average length of the video is 11.7 minutes. Users watch 5 billion videos per day and average visitor check 9 pages per day, while the average time spent on the platform is 19 minutes daily. On the platform, there are more than 800 million videos were uploaded in 2024. And here's the alarming twist. More than 3 billion people, a third of humanity, played video games. Interesting fact is, video game in the United States alone create more greenhouse population than 5 million cars. But this is another topic. We will talk about it on another day. Anyhow, the legion of the gamers and the power-hungry devices rely on platforms like YouTube for tutorial reviews and walkthrough to make the numbers feel relatable. Although these numbers are also expected to grow. Stats are from YouTube on TV versus desktop, so not 100% accurate. I find it pointless to add up the hours of multiple users in multiple locations. I understand from their side it is a meaningful metric as how to bandwidth and resources were consumed. But from my perspective, that number is meaningless as there are only so many hours in a given time frame. But it's not just about the numbers. How did we get here? Is YouTube helping us connect, or are we just drowning in endless content? YouTube is saying that most of their views come from the living room from the YouTube TV app. The main reason is that when a viewer is a big fan of the creator and the piece of the content they want to watch on the big screen, mostly they have a TV in their house. YouTube did a poll to understand why people watch more content on YouTube TV app versus desktops or phones, and the answer is simple: so that they can watch most of their content with their family and friends on the TV. I also understand that sometimes it is also helpful when it comes to a background viewing experience like cleaning, dishing, and when you are folding a laundry even. YouTube TV app also gave users the option to switch from their YouTube profile to YouTube Kids profile easily on the app. This year, most people spend time watching sports and child entertainment content as it has become the most popular category of YouTube viewership. Also, podcasts give the platform 400 million hours of monthly watch time. And how much of what we watch is driven by us and how much is driven by AI? Have you ever watched one cat video only to find yourself 10 videos deep in a playlist about tiger conservation? That's how AI at work. Back in 2012, when YouTube retooled its algorithm for video recommendation to get more attention and engagement from users, these things were really well for the platform because at that time they had 0.80 billion users. Now at the end of 2024, they had 2.70 billion monthly users because machine learning sites allow the site to parse massive database of user history to improve video recommendation. That's why the number is growing constantly. We use YouTube the same way and have found the algorithm lately is desperate to throw us into new deep dives. For example, if you watch a video from a creator about his autism diagnosis and now 50% of your feed is about ADHD or autism. I am not in the United States, but I noticed a big shift in my recommendation around the United States election. It's a bit better now that I have used the don't recommend feature, but it still seems like they have changed something in the past few months. My algorithm was great before then, lots of good documents, entertainment, etc. I have never understood people who complain about things like this. It's so trivial to not to see them. Turn off autoplay and stay on your subscription feed. That's it. People always use certain sites in the wrong way. They never check the menus, they never check the setting, they just go in the unprotected and then complain it's horrible experience. Well, dog, try cleaning your watch history and then watching a few of the videos you like. That's normally make the feed behave better. You need to click those 3 dots and select not interested or don't recommend channel. Social network of fast content with AI algorithmic personalized selection are one of the main problem of mental health worldwide. But AI is not just a puppet master. It's shaping how we live, work, and think. Do you realize that every hour you spend on the YouTube, you are giving up minute of your life watching ads? Let's talk about what's happening here. Back in 2017, when YouTube launched its YouTube TV app, they started it with a monthly subscription initial of $34.99, but the brand increased its price gradually. Recently, the platform announced that they are going to increase its price from $73 to $83 approximately because of the rising cost of the content and the investment in the quality of the service they are provided. Hulu Plus Live TV is also increasing its price from $76.99 to $82.99, but most of the people are happily willing to pay for the YouTube TV app because right now YouTube is on top of the list with 8 million monthly subscribers on TV, which make $8.9 billion in the sales, with while the platform made the $50 billion in the last 12 months. Many people also cancel YouTube Premium due to a huge price hike. I consume most of my media on YouTube, so YouTube Premium was worth it for me. I would rather pay for Premium YouTube, which I would use daily, than Netflix and other streaming services that I may use 2 times per month. Plus, as far as I understand, Premium viewers convert to more compensation for the creators who videos you watch. Not 100% sure about that though. But if you are not paying for the Premium, then you will be bombarded with obnoxious ads because YouTube have become the final boss of ads. They get paid to show them and they let people pay not to see them. Interesting guys. In 2024, people monthly potential ad reaches 2.49 billion users, while its Q1 2024 global ad revenue stands at $8.1 billion. Looks like YouTube got its goal. 1 hour has roughly 1 minute of ad time considering 2 ads per video and 8 to 9 videos per hour. That's 0.0167 hours, which means we got shafted with 16,700,000 hours of ad per day. Trying to watch an hour plus long podcast and getting an ad every 5 minutes just make it unwatchable, and it become more worse on the TV apps. But like most of the user, I also get more ads when I watch YouTube on my Apple TV than when I use my phone. It's often before the video and then another ad or two just 1 minute in. But it seems to be worse lately. I'm not sure that if the channel or YouTube that decide on so many ads, but this has to be cut back. It's also feel like they have been having worse and worse actors and format for the commercials themselves. A lot of the commercials feel like they have some random produced it on their iPhone real quick, like they outsourced the video production to a kid with bird brain rot, to the point where society itself feels kinda obnoxious and overly intrusive. Who wants to live in this kind of environment? I am aware you can block ads guys, but truly blocking every ad is a full-time job. And while we are busy skipping ads, our kids are navigating an even bigger trap online. What happened when Bing watching financial advices turn into a financial disaster? Let's dive into a trend that's reshaping how teens see their future. Distractions are a prime candidate for disturbing the homeostatic equilibrium. By 2011, before most people had smartphones, Americans took in 5 times as much information on a typical day as they had 25 years earlier. While scientists have discovered a way to make fuel from water and sunlight, teens are watching finance podcasts on YouTube the whole day in search for the solution of fear that AI will take their jobs and they do nothing. Fast forward, it later led them to like sick Americans who rely on 1,000 views on their TikTok videos so that they can pay their medical bills from TikTok's creator rewards program. You watch 3 times so my mom can pay for her medical bills. Read on one post on TikTok with more than 44 million views. You stay and watch this video for 5 seconds to pay off his medical bills. Read another TikTok post with more than 3 million views. You watch us dance for 5 seconds and it will help pay his medical bills. Read another post with a mother dancing with her baby son. Under the video, one person commented, "Not me over here just letting this video replay over and over." More than 14 million Americans owe at least $1,000 in medical debt. Altogether, Americans owe a staggering $220 billion in medical debt. And they are still getting themselves more stuck in the debt. Even now, today's mostly digital natives complain how stressed their constantly present tech is making them, because they don't understand that they can't get the whole experience and practical knowledge from YouTube and other stuff that they are watching constantly. I think guys, humans have been trying to escape reality since the dawn of the humanity, trying to early tools like storytelling and religion. But there is fortunately an attitude, a job, because work for us to be in the real world. That's why most people don't like it. And that's why it's a good thing that society make us work to earn a living. Without work, we will retreat into the brain adult fantasy land as I just described. But the consequences of this escapism go far beyond credit card, because they are reshaping our minds also. Did you know your brain was not designed to handle this in much information? Here's how screen time is rewiring your mind. A much cited study conducted by Microsoft Research Canada claims that attention span have been dwindled to below 8 seconds, less than that of a goldfish, supposedly explain why your ability to focus has gone to hell. After all, some people's Stone Age brain scans compose a symphony, monitor the data stream from a nuclear reactor or the space station, or work out heretofore unsolved problems in mathematics. In 2004, people averaged 150 seconds before switching from one screen to another. By 2012, that time had fallen to 44 seconds. But there is a sound science to back up this observation. A shorter attention span is simply one side effect of a recent explosion of screen distraction, as neurologist and author Richard E. Saitovic argue on his new book, Your Stone Brain in the Screen Age, Coping with Digital Distraction and Sensory Overload. From an engineering perspective, that brain has fixed energy limit that dictates how much work it can handle at a given time. Feelingly overloaded lead to stress, stress lead to distraction, distraction then leads to error. Hans Hals, the Hungarian endocrinologist who developed the concept of stress, said that stress is not what happens to you but how you react it. The traits that allow us to handle stress successfully is resilience. Modern technology has fundamentally changed how your ancient mind works. Smartphone storage is measured in tons of gigabytes and the hard drive of the computer in terabytes. Yet humans still have the same physical brain as your Stone Age ancestor. But here's an interesting fact which is I think is really true, that our physical biology is amazingly adapted and we inhabit every niche on the planet. But it cannot be possible to keep up with the breathtaking speed at which modern technology, culture and society are changing. But it is not just about our minds. YouTube is transforming the world around us too. Did you know YouTube is the closest thing to a universal language? Let's see how it's connecting billions across the globe. YouTube has 113.9 million active channels in 100 countries with localized version of YouTube. The platform provides content in more than 80 languages, and even now they has the feature too. As 95% of the global internet population watches YouTube, 122 million people access YouTube daily, while YouTube has 2.70 billion monthly users right now. And in this list, India is at the number 1 with 476 million users, followed by the United States with 238 million users. Worldwide, 54.4% of the users are male, while 45.6% of users are female. Mostly age group fall from 25 to 34 years. 63% of the YouTube watch time come from its mobile devices. YouTube mobile app has 10 billion downloads on the Play Store right now. While these stats are amusing, they reveal just how much our screen dominates our life. What does this mean for us? Are we doomed to lose ourselves in screen, or can we break free from this digital spell? Is all of this possible from where we stand, or is it too late? This is not just about screen time, it's about rebuilding connection and rethinking what matters most. Will you let algorithm decide how you live or take control of your life? Because recent research showed that 80% of the media content consumed by Gen Z is fictional or idealized, leading to a measurable increase in the escapist behavior. Studies indicate that constant exposure to idealized stories in the media can distort expectation of real-life relationships, leading to dissatisfaction and lower resilience to challenges. This demographic represents the future, and their growing detachment from real life poses a serious concern. If we can continue feeding this cycle of escapism, we risk fostering a generation ill-equipped to deal with the complexities and challenges of reality. Because we live in a world where there is more and more information and less meaning. To counter this trend, we must actively seek to engage with the real world. This means fostering meaningful, genuine connection, embracing the perfection of life. It's essential to balance our consumption of fiction with a grounded understanding of reality, appreciating life's highs and lows for what they are. Technology should enhance our life, not take over them. The choice is yours. What will you do with your next billion hours? Tell me in the comment section below.